Hey guys, let me pin my notification. Let people know that I'm on. All right, let's get this party started. You guys don't swipe on that. Um, but if you have not already, hello everyone. If you have not already bookmarked. Hello, Karen. Hello, Second Chance. I see Rochelle and all kinds of friends in here. Hello, how are you guys? If you guys have not already bookmarked my notifications for when I go live, feel free to do that. Hi, my friend. Karen, I got your stuff out first thing this morning. Everything is on its way. Okay, you guys. So, I am working on a project. I'm so excited. Okay. So, I have been doing junk journaling for a little while, and I have been doing it with little golden books for some time. I don't really have any finished, but I've worked on some. And I just decided I wanted to come up with something that would be different than everything else you're seeing out there. And I hope this is. So I'm very excited to share with you guys what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to disassemble this little golden book, and I'm going to share with you some prints that I created. Now, these are not available right now, but they will be soon, my friends. And then some other things. And yeah, we're going to chat. We might do a little bit of print claiming. So if you guys are new to me, I'm Jen with Four Hearts ABCs. And I do a little bit of everything, my friends, a little bit of everything. So, but I do need to kind of get started tonight because I have piglets that I am possibly going to need to feed here in just a little bit. So I might need to get started, but I wanted to jump on, get this going because I'm so excited. I just finished printing these out. Okay, so my idea and my plan is that I'm going to start offering um, paper kits and a paper line that is going to be themed for little golden books. Okay, they're not going to be themed for little golden books using the illustrations, using the everyday children's ideas that come with it, but they're going to be inspired by the little golden book. And so this is my example of what I'm talking about. This was the first one I wanted to do because I could relate to certain aspects of this book. And I thought it was just really fun, and it was really fun to put this together. I am going to, this is my like rough draft. I am going to edit down what I have. A lot of these prints I have just now seen for the first time out of digital form. I've just printed for the very first time. I need to work out the kinks, make sure the measuring and everything's right, and then go from there. So this will be something that is coming. It's just not quite there yet, but I'm too excited. I had to play with it, and why not play with it with you guys? Hello, Little Miss Crafty. How are you? You guys, Little Miss Crafty is a fantastic seller here on the platform. If you are not already following her, I would love it if you guys would give her a follow. Trust me, you will not be bored in any of her shows. Okay, so yes, we're going to take apart this little golden book. I am starting with the Saggy Baggy Elephant. I do have 3 of these books. So I thought it was a good book to start with because I did make a lot of prints. And I'm going to kind of narrow down what I really love, and then continue with what I really love into um, other prints that go with other little golden books for the series that is coming out. You guys, if you would, drop your favorite little golden book title in the comments. Let me know, what is your favorite? That way I kind of get a better idea of what kind of things you guys love to see, because there are so many out there. So many out there. Okay, the the Saggy Baggy Elephant, Little Golden Book, Frosty, I see ya. They're all a little bit different as far as their age on what do you see in the back. Sometimes you'll get them and they'll be written on in the front. This one has really bright colors. It's a jungle scene that this little guy is in. And Winnie the Pooh, I see ya. This is not, I didn't want to just copy and put things in here that were exactly the same. And yes, we could absolutely make this junk journal into a children's book, but it's not children who love the junk journals, right? Who use the junk journals. So why not make it a little more adult? Why not make it a little more user friendly? So here's what I came up with. I'm going to create 3 signatures in this little golden book. And if you don't know what a signature is, it is the, um, let's say it's the page groupings. So it's going to have 3-page groupings within the cover. Okay. So the first one, you guys, and I'll show you these prints. The first one is this here. Again, it is going to be themed around the little golden book, but it's not going to be exactly the same, if that makes sense. So here we go. We've got something that's a little jungle themed. Now, you guys, I have to say, I was pretty proud of myself. I printed on the back for the very first time, and I coordinated these as good as I could, y'all. As good as I could. Is it perfect? No, but that's okay. It's a junk journal. Oh, thank you, Karen. Thank you. Okay, so it's a junk journal. Um, so here's the first page. There it is. The next one looks like this, and it's got spots, you guys, for journaling. It's got spots for you to put your photos. This one I kind of thought with the jungle theme, how cool would this be if you've traveled somewhere that I'm thinking like Costa Rica or someplace like that. Now, this signature, you guys, you'll notice I only flipped through 3 of these. That's because I am going to incorporate the little golden book as well. Okay, the story is still going to go into the junk journal the way I'm going to do it. So the first signature is going to have 3 of the printable pages and 3 of the double book pages. Okay, that's the first signature. The second signature is going to be just prints, you guys, just the printables. So here's what that's going to look like. I'm going to try to get it into the camera. But here's what this is going to look like. And you guys, like I said, you can add your journaling. You can add your photos. All of these are going to have the same background with that map on there. It's a little muted because this is where I'm going to really focus on putting a lot of the interactive parts and pieces that we put in our junk journals, you guys. So this has 5 different prints for this middle signature, and each one is different. Not a single page is going to be the same. It is, themed with a few animals, but it's like an explorer's journal. Oh, I'm backwards here. It's like an explorer's journal, you guys. So there we go. So there's the 5 for the center. And then here is our last 3 that's going to go again with with the book pages. The original book pages will go on these. And so here's the different backs of these. There's this one. Look at that tiger. Because there's a tiger in the book, right? I mean, did you see the front cover? And there. And then here is, oh, that's the back. There's this one, you guys. And then here is that back. And Little Miss Crafty mentioned the music notes. There are 2 pages that have music notes on them because if you know the story, he's a dancer. He dances in the jungle. He's a happy guy. And he's dancing with his people or his, his people with his group, at the end of the book. So I thought it was appropriate to put in the little music notes. So, okay, you guys, let's jump in. I'm going to take this book apart. I'm going to show you um, a new way to do it. It may be new to some of you. It may not be new. It's new to me. I've never done it this way, but I'm always watching a video, right? I'm always watching. Sorry about reaching in front of the camera. I'm always watching to see how other people are doing things. And I saw someone do this method and I thought, oh, this is so good. I think I'm going to need to do this and try it out. There are a lot of different ways you can take these books apart. I like the idea of taking them apart in a way that preserves them the best we can. Okay. So I have my heat gun here. I'm going to heat up, and I hope it's not going to be a loud thing, but I'm going to heat up this sticker right here where the little golden book. All right, so we're gonna switch gears because that's what we do around here. We're not gonna do it that way, y'all. We're not. We're going to do it the way I've always done it. Okay, so here we go. Just kidding. We're going to pry this apart. Okay, there are staples right here. Okay, there's staples in this, and you're just going to gently pull this cover apart. Am I still live? Am I still good, you guys? Because I know I tripped that. Yeah, I think I'm still good. Yeah, okay. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so frustrating. Okay. Um, but you want to be as gentle as you can when you're pulling these apart. I was gonna try to pull it apart and not damage the spine at all. We'll see if I can. Now I have also found the center of the book, and I have split the book in half. And that looks like that's what I'm going to have to do here because it is not coming apart nice. Those staples, you guys, when you get to them, be careful because they are sharp. They are sometimes long and sharp, and no, my friend. The good news is we did get a pretty decent, but the bad news we kind of, but that's okay. That's what tape is for, y'all. Okay, so now we have the book taken apart. Okay, we've got a front cover, we've got a back cover. We'll set that aside. And now we've got put that away. Now we've got the pages, okay, to the book. Okay, so the book is now all taken apart. And this is what I'm saying is a signature, okay? So you see how this book has this part and then it has this part. This book and most little golden books, as far as I know, all little golden books have two signatures, okay? Um, so I tripped this thingy. I turned this on. Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, I don't know. I turned that on and now nothing's, can you fix that for me? Yeah, we lost all the internet. You don't plug into there. Oh. Plug into somewhere else. We lost the internet? Yeah. Oh, well, I'm glad I'm still live. Mm. So, y'all, I really did it this time. Oops. Yeah, right? My husband's like, what is going on? Okay. All right, so you're back on. Okay, good. Internet is probably going to take a while to get back in. Yeah. Little Miss Crappy says, never leave the house again. He was out at the grill, y'all. He was out at the grill. He's out there, he's watching his videos, and he's like, whoa, wait a minute, what's happening? Yeah, it's yeah, froze. Pretty much, yeah. Okay. I said, what the heck? What the heck? Okay. So, you guys, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut these down. It's see, Karen knows. She says it's okay. They can still see me, and that's what's important.
Yeah. So if you
Okay.
want to plug that in, you need to plug it in directly to a
Oh.
not this
Okay.
here because
I yeah.
this is our battery and it only takes so much.
Um. Okay. So I'm going to. This is actually smaller than the back. I purposely did that. I wanted to make sure these were intact. So what I'm going to do is just cut these down and get them ready to go into the signatures. And y'all, I could have done this off screen, but why not do it with all of you? What are you guys doing tonight? What do you guys have for dinner? What's going on? What's going on with all of you? Now, these pages will be smaller than the little golden book, which actually is really fun when you're doing your book because different textures, different size pages, that kind of stuff just creates a lot of interest in your book. So my goal was to make it, first of all, fit onto your, like if an old book apart, children's book or whatever, apart, you're going to lose. I'm just trying to find the right order for these. It doesn't really matter, but you're going to lose some of. All right, you're going to lose some of your design, and I didn't want to do that for this book. So, okay, let me. But yeah, y'all, tell me, what are you guys doing? What's going on today with you guys? What's happening? I have been okay. So, my daughter, who is 17 and helping me in the last week, just about a week. Tomorrow will be 1 week we've had little baby piglets, and she was insistent that they stay in her room. Hello, my friend. My daughter was insistent that these little piglets stayed in her room. And so she had spent the first, she was a trooper. She spent the first, you know, 4 days getting up every 4 hours to um feed these piglets. They are being bottle fed. We got them at just about a week old. And so she, like I said, she insisted. So then the other day, she comes to me and she's got, I mean, seriously, dark circles under her eyes. I was laughing and telling little Miss Crafty that my daughter has new mom fatigue after the first couple days. And she said, Mom, is there any way you can do the 2 o'clock feeding? And of course, I feel bad. And I had told her I would help her with these piglets. So I said, sure. So I now have the job or the responsibility of feeding the piglets at 2 o'clock in the morning. Um, and the first night, I decided that I went to bed about 11:30 and slept an hour or two, and then got up and fed them. And that was a little rough. So I was like, okay. So last night I'm getting ready for bed and it's, 12:30. And I thought, well, I don't really want to go fall asleep for an hour and a half and then have to get up to feed the piglets because then I would just be exhausted, right? So I decided to try to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning and feed them and then go to bed, which I did. But that was not a good choice because going to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning made a really rough morning this morning, y'all. That is why we have babies young. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I do have good news. We did have one of the babies, one of the piglets, um, was representing, right. That's why he created coffee. Absolutely. It, one of the piglets sounded like it had gotten milk in its lungs. She was really raspy for a couple days, and we were a little concerned. And have a we don't have a veterinarian right now that's a farm animal veterinarian. We've never needed one. And so anyways, so we spent the last uh day and a half looking for one of those. Well, the good news is we did find one, but it's no longer needed. Whatever was going on with the piglet worked itself out, and she is no longer raspy and seems to be just fine. The good news is, like, the whole time she had like great energy and was still drinking her bottles and the whole thing, but she just sounded, and we would hate to have her be sick. Um, so yeah, all good news, all good news. And these little baby piglets they're a lot of work, but they are so cute and fun. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Um they now get what's called the zoomies. It's kind of like, I'm equating it to like a baby when a baby gets really like silly, rummy, when it's super tired and it just needs to get rid of that little bit of extra energy before it can fall asleep. Yeah, these piglets have that. Have you ever seen the videos of the um like the little baby goats that run around and hop and jump everywhere? It's kind of like that. It's so cute. It's so cute to watch. And um so if nothing else, they're entertaining. So that's what's going on in my world, raising and bottle feeding baby piglets for the first time ever. And creating little golden books. Why not? Right? Okay. Y'all, I did it. We got those cut. All of that extra gone. I seriously, you guys, just finished um, printing all of these papers that I'm going to share with you like seconds before I came on. I was sitting by the printer just waiting for them to be done. So now what I'm going to do, you guys, is just kind of score. This is 110-pound weight cardstock. So I'm going to score these roughly in half, just so that we kind of get the paper set up and ready to be folded. Um, and of course, I'm going to ink all the edges of these pages before they get bound into the book and all those kinds of details and things. But I wanted to mostly come on and share with you guys my idea for this new line that I want to create for you guys to be able to do. So I did see a couple of answers, and we have had a few new people come on in. So what is your favorite little golden book? It could be your favorite now. It could have been your favorite growing up, the favorites that you read to your kids, all the things. Your favorite little golden book. Um, I pick them up anytime. The little engine that could. Oh, I love that one. I love that one. I pick them up anytime I find them, at a decent price, of course, because and it's really, something to find them in good condition. That's another part to it. Like the one I'm doing right now, somebody wrote in it with marker, which is fine. That's an easy fix, an easy workaround. So, um, That's not a big deal. But I'm just using my bone folder to just kind of give these a little bit of a, and I'm just kind of roughly grabbing it in the center. I'm not, measuring or being very precise by any means, but sometimes your paper, if you just reach out and just fold it, you're going to get it where it's kind of bumpy and wavy and just kind of weird. And so, um, there we go. Let's see where we're at here. Okay. So, let me think here. Now I just made it all backwards again, y'all. Oh, you know what? I could do it like this. This is what we could do. We could fold it and then put them in order. That's a thing. So I saw an answer here of the little engine that could. Does anybody else have any little golden book that was their favorite? Um, there's a lot of like religious ones out there, and I've collected a lot of those over the years, and I think that's a really fun idea for um, for a book, a journal, either a prayer journal or something like that. Now, as I'm going through this, you guys, you can fold them, and then I can always go through and refold the other direction because I do like my books to sometimes have um, all their different, like this one has the plain, and then this inside has um, the design to it. Maybe when I get to building it, I want it to go this way instead. You know what I mean? So just know that you can kind of reverse and move your pages around depending on how you want to do it. You guys see my dog? That's my Tuck. Hi, Tuck. Yeah, hi, Tuckaroo. He thinks, you guys, he's so sweet. He thinks the babies are his babies. He thinks he needs to protect them. And if they make any noise, he is right there to see that they're okay. What's going on with the babies? What's happening? So, you guys, if you're interested, I do have some printables available in the bin. And I also have some other things as well. And if I get enough time, and if depending on what's going on with the baby piglets, I might do some more print claims tonight. I found the printables that I was looking for the other night. I knew I had them somewhere. I knew they were close by. I don't always print every single thing that is in my bin, but I do have quite a bit printed up that I can share and show. And because sometimes you just need to see it in person, right? Um, so let's just get these folded, and then I'll show you guys how I'm going to assemble or put together the signatures, and then we're going to do something fun. I'm going to share with you guys the other parts and pieces that I made for this kit, and kind of give you guys more on what I'm thinking we're going to be doing with these different kits and what's going to be offered for them. So this is exciting. So what do you guys think? Have you guys ever made a little golden book junk journal? Have you ever taken a little golden book apart? Like I said, everybody has that I've been watching, and I've watched this for years. I have an Alice in Wonderland one that I started years ago, and it got put to the side, and I moved on to something else. But you've seen, yeah, but you've never done it. My Alice in Wonderland one is about halfway done. And I had the idea when I first saw, and I have struggled finding what I want to go in them. But when I first saw little golden books put into books, junk journals. I thought, oh my goodness, here are all these young moms that um, they're not into scrapbooking like we were back in the day. Um, but they still need to keep the memories, and they don't do baby books like they did back in my mom's day. So why not have um, a little golden book become a baby book and have the parts and pieces that you're putting into your book be those milestones they can jot down, be the different things. So I am planning on creating something like that, that you could put into any little golden book, but I just haven't got it created yet. Hello, my friends. How are you guys tonight? Okay, so good evening to you. Okay, so here is the little golden book, the first signature. Okay. So what I'm planning on doing is this first signature is still going to be the very front of the book. Okay. So this one here is going to be my first page. And then I'm going to take my printable. Let me move these out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay. And then I'm going to take my printable and I'm going to put down my first printable here. Okay. So this printable, we'll line up something like that. Now you can see there's room on the top and on the bottom. That's perfectly fine. And it does not fit 100% to the edges of the book. That's perfectly fine too, because like I said, as we're going through these journals, it's great to have different types of paper, different types of sizes, and all of that going on, right? So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the next book page down, okay? And then the next printable, and then the next book page down, and then the next printable. And technically, that could be the end of my first signature, okay? And as I was saying, I read through this book, I made sure I knew what I was doing. I did just start. I did just start. Besides the fact that I, messed up my power and didn't get to take apart the book the way I wanted, Sharon. I totally just started. So as we go through, you guys, I don't know if you know this story. I had never really read it until I bought this book. There's the little music notes I put on this page because um, as you read through, the very beginning of the book talks about how the little elephant is dancing throughout the jungle. He's very happy. He's dancing throughout the jungle. And as he does, the little bird starts laughing at him and his skin and all the things. So, anyways, so I did add that little element in there. And this book is very much going to be like a traveler's journal, an exploratory, maybe you're exploring yourself and discovering yourself, or maybe you're exploring and discovering other things. It kind of like goes with the theme of the book, but not being super like we're just making other pages that are um, the little jungle guy here. Okay. So very much more adult, I should say. Okay. So that's the bones for the first signature. Okay. And now we're going to get our second signature. And these pages can go in any order. It doesn't really matter. Um, they all have the same map on the back side, and we're just going to end up putting those together. That's going to be the next signature. So those will go in the book like so. Okay. So that's the second signature there. And here, let's build the third signature. And the third signature, again, is going to have the book pages. Okay. So we'll have a book page, and then we're going to have the next page. And then we're going to have the next book page, and then we're going to have a printable. And then we'll have the last book page in there, and then we'll have that printable. Okay. So there's the bones for the second signature. And then when these all get put back into the book, the whole story will still be intact. You will still be able to flip through and read the whole story. And that's what I love the most about this idea. So, okay, so that's the base of it. I'm going to be keeping the front cover, and I'm going to be keeping the back cover. Okay. What I'm going to do, and I probably won't do it tonight because, I got to feed piglets, but I will be creating a spine, and then I will be stitching these into that spine eventually to create this book. Okay. And we will do this. Now I have homework, right? We will be creating this together. Okay. I will come back on and do that portion of it. But for right now, I wanted to just more than create this book, I wanted to share with you um, the new line that I'm trying to come across and make for you guys. So here's the first step of the new line I'm going to have is going to be every little golden book that I create for is going to have signature pages. Okay. It is going to have the double-sided signature pages that you can put into your little golden book. That will be the base of what will come in the kit for sure. Then I will probably expand from there and have other add-ons that will go into that same series. And the idea is that because this is travel themed, this is jungle themed, you can use this without it being a part of the little golden book. There's nothing on this that says little golden book. So even though it's going to go together, you don't have to do that. So let's set this aside. I want to share with you guys what I'm talking about and what I still need to kind of pare down and make my decisions on, because I got excited and I made a lot of stuff. And so this is going to be a separate page kit that's going to be available. Okay. These are coordinating, um, but they are not the same. Okay. These are not going to be double sided. Okay. These are single sided. Um, so, so here's one double page here. Another, look at how beautiful that scene is. Isn't that great? And then this one reminds me of like a rug. And then that scene in the middle. And then, of course, all the correspondence. We've got the little, chart and all of that here. A map. And then another beautiful forest page. And then this one, I love this one. It's so cute. So it's like got all the little things you can, the observation records for the animals. And look at that little monkey. My gosh, it's so cute. So again, these are coordinating, but they're not, made for the book itself. If that makes sense. I hope that's making sense, you guys. So those are the pages that I made that are going to be extra pages on top of, so this will be like an add-on, or you can get it by itself. So what I want to do is this page here, this I actually want to use and cut up. So I'm going to take this and start by just trimming off the extra pieces, but I'm going to cut it apart um, all the way around. So this was kind of what I was thinking when I was creating these, was that you may not want something that's meant to be attached or meant to be a page itself, Um, so let's just kind of give that a little snip. And then, yes, you guys, when I do my claim the claiming of the prince, you guys. It is a buy five, get one free. So, okay, set that aside. Here's what I wanted to do with this. So I'm gonna set these aside, and here's what I wanted to do with these extras. So when I took this apart, as I showed you, somebody wrote on that. Okay, sometimes you can leave this front page just the way it is. It's so cute and classic and all the things. But because somebody wrote on it, we're gonna cover that up. So if you cover up one side, you probably want to cover up the other side. So I thought this would be so cool to take these and put them on there. Okay. So that's what I'm planning on doing with these pages is I'm going to cover up the sides. Now, because I am going to be doing a center, like this is probably going to go about that big. Okay. There'll be a spine right here. I will probably put fabric or something that's going to be this big across. So they will all coordinate, they will all go together. But that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with these extra pages is when you open the book, it's going to have this covering that up. So that's what those are for. Okay, so let me share with you. This is where I kind of went a little crazy, y'all. Kind of went a little crazy. Is all the ephemera pieces. I just kept finding and making more and more and more beautiful pieces. I need to pare this down. So, but I have um, flags that can go in the pages and tabs and more tabs and little snippets and ephemera pieces that can be tucked in little here's and there's, right? We have mini specimen cards, you guys. Little journaling spots, right? Just little things that you can add to, but again, doesn't have to be just for the little golden book, right? We have some faux washi tape, some tickets, some corner pieces, some tags, some fussy cuts. This is probably more of what I'm thinking is going to actually go in the kit itself, is something that has a little bit of everything. Okay. Something like a page like this is probably more adaptive to a kit, but I might have all these other ephemera pages available on the side because they're so cute. So I did one that was a little more muted. Maybe you don't need all that spice of color. That some of these other ephemera pieces give. So, but I liked this. I liked the idea of adding things like notes or plans, ideas, goals, things that are everyday things in case somebody who was making something wanted to make it a more everyday kind of thing. So there's this page, another one again with more tabs, more fussy cuts, more, all the cute little elements that you might want to add in, make your clusters, those kinds of things. This one has more of those fold over tabs. It's got the little word strips, it's got tickets, it's got little mini tags. Oh my goodness, you guys, so fun. Another thing of mini specimen cards, but these ones are different than the other ones. So we've got 2 pages of those. And I was just thinking of like if you were exploring the jungle, what would back in the day, Jumanji style, like what kind of stuff would the explorer have? Maybe they have older stamps where they were corresponding with somebody. Maybe they still were using the seals, the wax seals to seal up their stuff, that kind of thing. So we made one of the stamps and the seals and all of that. Um, so yeah, like I said, I made a lot of this ephemera. Like I was so excited when I was doing this. So Some of those will go in it, some of them will not. Some of them will just be by themselves, that kind of thing. Oh my gosh. I've been actually working on this for 3 days, Karen. Um, 3 days, not nonstop. I mean, little bits over time. But like one day I sat and just sat in the pen with the piglets and between feedings and just worked on my computer getting these together. So, okay, so here's like fussy cuts. Um, I wanted to tie in, some of the animals, but again, not going over the top. Little golden book. You know what I mean? Um, yes, piglets are definitely creative muse. Oh my gosh, especially when they're hop, skipping, and jumping. They just make you so happy. Just so happy. Okay, so here's some fussy cuts there. I made some more fussy cuts that were a little more muted. Again, the book itself is very bright. It's got a lot of bright color to it. The pages that I added in are very muted for the most part, but we wanted to be able to combine the two together. So some of the elements are brighter, some of them are more muted. So here's a page of muted fussy cuts that I put together. And then we've got more tags, um, brightly colored tags, just really fun. And the tickets down there, just things that you could use. You don't have to use them for the jungle theme, but you could definitely, you could definitely write your day-to-day stuff on there. Some more journaling elements here. We've got some explorers tickets and different things on there. There's some stamps down there, that kind of stuff. And then some more little word strips. I love these little word strips. Those are so good when you're making clusters, you guys. But yeah, so good. So these are some of the fussy cut elements that I came up with. Some of these will go in the kit. Some of them won't make the cut. Um, because we can't have it all, right? I would have to charge you guys like $100 for the kit if I was going to add all of this together. No one wants $100 worth of one kit. So, but here are some of the things that probably will be put as a side element that you can get. And honestly, this piece right here is probably where I'm going to need to make the most changes before I can put these out for everybody to buy. Because like I said, I just printed these. I've never actually seen them outside of digital form. I got to make sure they go together right, the sizing is right. But here's what we have. So this is, I just wanted to make a whole bunch of pockets, y'all. A whole bunch of pockets that you could just put on pages and tuck little spots in all over the place. So that's one of the pages. I made a accordion fold. I'm not sure how I want to do this, if I want to back them or if I want to glue them side by side and fold them down um, that way. So I'm going to kind of play around with that and see how it goes for this one. But yeah, an accordion fold is this one. Then we have our belly bands. I wanted one that you had different directions that you could do belly bands. Um, and so we've got two that are the longer ones that you could tuck in this way, and then one of the shorter ones. I wanted it where you could glue this and it would glue really nice in the seam section, and then put this over on the other edge. Um, so there's that one for the belly bands. This one is a library pocket, and I figured you could kind of put these in different ways, and again, make it your own, but it coordinates. It's really cute, but it also could be just really fun as a by itself out of the little golden book Okay, this one, you guys, this is the one that I'm like, oh, I don't know. This has several pieces, okay? So this is the bifold. This is the bifold, and it's supposed to, hopefully, this outside will match up to the inside piece, okay? And then once you get those two pieces glued together, then there is the coordinating pockets and elements that will go on the inside. Then you'll notice there is this piece down here. This is the instructions. This is where I was able to fit it in all that I was doing. This is the instructions for the trifold. So we have a trifold. So again, I'm hoping that this will glue together right and that my sizing is correct for this. So those two go together, and then there are the pieces that will glue into the trifold, and another interactive element that you can put inside of your journal. Or like I said, this is beautiful by itself. This might be something that you could just have and make it into something else if you didn't want to do this little golden book. So these are the interactive elements that I came up with, and I'm kind of in love with this whole idea and theory. What do you guys think? Is this something you guys could get behind? Um, Buying the different kits for the little golden books. This is probably, like I said, this was the base of what I was thinking we were gonna go with, is the signature pages and all of that. Right, and that's what I was kind of hoping for. But for my book, I would not stop here. Okay, I would not stop here. I would grab other elements that I have. I have this bamboo paper. I probably will put that in as another page element. Okay, so that probably will be cut up and put in here between some of these pages. I also have this fiber paper. This probably will be cut up and made part of one of the signatures as well. Um, and then I have my tea stained kit, and these are pieces, or coffee stained, I should say. These are pieces I also will be adding in, the doily, the little yellow piece here, um, the coffee stain notes. Maybe I'll glue this to one of the pages. Um, Again, fold this in half, make it one of the pages in a signature. So these elements also will probably be going in between the book pages and printed um, the printed pages that go with this book line. Okay, so look for that to come, you guys. This is going to be coming soon. I just have to put the parts and pieces together, figure out what fits, figure out what was well designed, and what needs to go back to the drawing board for the size to be right. And then I will be posting it and getting it um, up in my bin and stuff for you guys to take advantage of. My goal is to have at least several kits put together and put into the little golden book show that I have scheduled, but it may have to be moved just depending on how my schedule goes. So that's my plan. For that to be going forward. But I was so excited. I wanted to share with you guys what I was thinking and what I had already created. But let's go ahead and let's do the claim part of the show. I wanted to share with you guys some more of my prints, and see if anybody needed any of these, because um they're just super fun and I enjoy them. So I'm going to share these with you. Again, my claim system works that if you want something, um, if you want the whole series, the whole page kit, it's best that you go in and um, get the kit out of the bin. And let me see if I can find this one. If you don't want, did I put that in? Let me see, y'all. Oh, silly me. That's because I'm doing it the wrong way. Um, if you just want one or two pieces, then that's when you claim it, okay? And it will be $2 a page. And then every 5 pages, you get one free. So buy 5, get one free. That's the claim system. I'm going to start sorry, it's got such a terrible glare from the lighting in here, you guys. I'm going to start with the ice cream kit here, you guys. And I love this because I think it's so fun if you had pictures of the kiddos eating ice cream, or like me, my son and my daughter's first job is at the local ice cream shop. So I've got lots to use these for. But um, so I'll just flip through. If you guys love it, put a C down in the chat and I will write your name down, print it out, and ship it to you. I do my I do mine as a at the very end. You will get a invoice basically sent in your message here on Whatnot, letting you know how much and having you pay that way. So, um, but these are really cute. If you wanted to take them and cut them apart and frame them, you could do that. Put it up in your kitchen, someplace like that. Thank you so much for looking at those, you guys. Like I said, these actually are fun for me because I have a purpose for them. You know what I mean? I think sometimes you have to have a purpose for things before you feel like getting them. Okay, here we go. Let's do the traveler page, you guys. So again, this is kind of like old time travel, but this or old world travel, I should say. Um, but this could work for your masculine kind of things, that kind of stuff. But it's a good time right now to have this kind of stuff traveling. Everybody's been traveling for the summer, and this could actually go really, really good in the book that I just got or just was making. So, hello, my friends. How are you? Hey, we were making, or I was showing off what I made for a little golden book, and I took one apart, and now we're doing a Prince claim um, part to the show where people can claim different parts and pieces. You guys, I have a trunk kind of like this, but it doesn't open like that. That would have been cool to find a trunk like that. I just have the big one that opens up and has the little drawer that comes out, and you know, there we go. So this is the travel. Oh, here I still have the ice cream one printed. This is the travel prints um, set. Here we go. Let me pin it, y'all. I get so excited about what I'm doing that I forget to do the part that is helpful to y'all. Like I said, you guys can get them $2 a print, or if you want the whole set, just go ahead and click on that pinned item and then you can get the whole set. This one's like I said, just a really fun one. Again, my trunk don't did they really make trunks like that, I wonder? Or is this just somebody taking liberties with their artwork? I wonder. I've never found a trunk like that. I did find one though, you guys, with like the original hangers in them. So, kind of love that. Okay, here we go. Let's grab this one. Sorry, y'all. Trying to get my fingers to work with what I'm doing. How about the B one, you guys? We've got this one. Again, if you guys have a hard time seeing, I'm going to try to put them towards the top of the screen. But if you guys have a hard time seeing, just, swipe your comments away. I think you go that way, maybe. You swipe your comments away and then you guys can see a little bit better. But just put a C in the comments if you want to claim any of these. And then I will just put your name down, print it out, send you an invoice. I like this one. This one has like like almost smudgy roses, and then like just really subtle bees in there. And these were printed out at the very beginning of my print journey here, you guys. And so they're on glossy paper. I don't do glossy paper anymore. The ink does better on matte style paper than gloss. This was when I was getting it from the print shop, and this is what they put it on. But I went and invested in a printer, and so now I print my own for y'all, and I do it on matte paper, y'all. So there we go. This one, you guys, has the library cards for that one. Stamps, belly bands, words. Journaling opportunities and such. Postcards. Tags. Thank you, guys. Okay. Here we go. Here's another bee theme, you guys, but this one's quite a bit different. Look at how vibrant and fun that one is. This one could just be framed, y'all. That could just be framed right there, and you could just have that put up. Or you could make a journal cover out of that. Trying to make sure I'm in the frame, y'all. Welcome in. Thank you guys for joining. We're just running through prints, doing claims. I love this. This just looks like fall. Like summer rolling into fall, I guess, is what this color scheme makes me think of. Put it with some pumpkins, y'all. Oh my goodness. There's that one. Happy little bees. Is there a theme that you guys are always looking for that you find hard to find? If there's a theme in the paper crafting world, or even in, prints that you put on your walls, that you are always looking for, put it down in the comments. Let me know. There's that one, and that's the last one for this one. Oh, y'all, here I am again. Look at me go. I just get so excited I forget to put anything in the comments here. That was the Buzz and Bloom print set. No, it wasn't. I lied. Look at me lying to y'all. That was the Bumblebee set. That was the bumblebees. The first one I showed you with the bees, you guys, that was just the bee set. The one I just showed you, that was the bumblebee set. There we go. There we go. Okay. Let me find the next one. Here we go. This one. I believe this is all here. Let's see if it's all here. This is actually one of my favorites. And I have created with this set. Okay, there should be 7 of them here. Let's see if there is. 1, 2. Off and, cut that down and frame it. Mixed media art, all the things. But if you want all of them, you can just get the whole kit. And, with summer here, people probably are looking forward to doing some of their summer travels or summer adventures and journaling them or um, getting their memories kept somehow. There you go. That is the last one of the beach journal prints. And let's see. Okay, this one, you guys, this is the Hawaiian kit. This one actually, I cut apart, but it would come like the other one just did. Um, they would come with all their parts and pieces together. Here we go. So there are 8 prints altogether. So there are 4. Oh, I should change that because that kind of comes across weird. So there are 4 double sheets. So it would come something kind of like that, but that's really terrible glare. My goodness, you guys. So sorry. How's that? Oh, that's better. Okay. So I actually really love this set because I went to Hawaii and there is not a lot out there for people to use for their adventures. Um, so there you go. So that is up there if somebody is interested in doing the Hawaiian one. Um, let's see. I have the lighthouse one as well. I can share. I know my friend the other day was asking to see the lighthouse one, and I didn't have it in here to be able to share it. There we go. Okay. I'm going to try to lift this up again so that it's not glaring super bad. But these would come 2 to a sheet, you guys. I just love this one. Whoop. Y'all. I'm going to figure it out. We're going to be able to share these to you somehow. Somehow. I love this one with like the spiral staircase on the inside. So cute. I don't know. I've seen a couple of lighthouses. I have a picture of me in Hawaii inside like the doorway of one. Oh, let's get in the frame, y'all. In a doorway of one. But for some reason, when I see a lighthouse, it just makes me think of Pete's Dragon. I just think of Pete's Dragon every time. Every time, my friends. So there's the lighthouse one, you guys. Okay. Let's do. I don't have all of those ones in there. Oh my goodness. I'm looking and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have that. I don't have that. That's not in there. Y'all. You'd think I'd have myself together here by now. Have it figured out. Nope, not this girl. Okay. I think. No, this one's not all there. I'm going to share with you guys. Hmm. Well, I can share with you this one because it's not all there, but there's enough of it here that you guys can see. But yeah, if there's a theme you guys are looking for, let me know. If I have it made already, I'll share it with you. If I need to find and make something for you, I am happy to do that. Okay, this is the music prints, and these, you guys, there's 14 altogether, 14 double sheets. So I don't have all of them here to share with you because I've used some of them and I haven't reprinted, but um, you guys can claim these ones if you're interested, or if you're absolutely loving them, you can get the whole kit. So here we go. There's that one. Now I had two kids in band, and my husband played the trumpet. So some of these have things I can use for my own creativity, but I'm also um, planning on learning how to play the guitar. So that's on my bucket list, y'all. One of these days I'll settle down long enough to actually do something with it. You know what I mean? So, okay, those are the ones I have. I have printed of that one. So thank you guys so much for looking at that. Um, let's see what else I have that I can share with you guys. Oh, here's something that's coming up, y'all. I'll share a sneak peek. It's not in there. You can't you can claim it now if you want, and I would print it for you. I'd be happy to do that. But it's not actually in the system yet. But here is a upcoming nativity journal that will be coming. Look at how pretty these are. They're just so good. They're not like your normal Christmas colors. It's just more real to life what it must have been like. I love it. I love it, y'all. So good. Um, okay, so for those of you that are just, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump the screen, are just joining us, and you saw the title of this and you're wondering what the heck is going on. I thought it said little golden books. This is the little golden book that I took apart, and I am going to, hey, my friend, how are you? You know what? I am actually working on creating little golden book kits that people can buy to make over their little golden books. And so I finished making this first one, and I was so excited about what I made that I had to come on and share it with everyone, even though I haven't really buckled down all the elements that I'm actually going to offer. I have to edit because I made a million different things, and I need to kind of buckle it down. But I took this book apart. I started with the saggy baggy elephant because it kind of speaks to me right now because, I lost 80 pounds and feel like my skin is saggy baggy. I'm the elephant in this situation, y'all. But kind of putting this together a little bit with everybody. This is what the inside cover is going to look like. I got to still create a spine for this. And then I took apart the book. Here is the book pages. I'm going to keep the book pages in the journal. That's the way I'm going to create the kits. And so I created printables that are going into the signatures that coordinate with the book, but do not compete with the book, so to say. So, as you flip through, you'll be going through the jungle, reading the storyline, you know. So, that's the idea behind it. But the pages are so good that even if you didn't have this little golden book, you could buy the kit and just make a exploring type creation. So here is what I created for the middle signature, which is just going to be all the prints. There isn't going to be any of the storybook with it. And there we go. And then of course I made ephemera that goes in here. You can cut tags apart. You can, oh my gosh, fingers. Um, there's tags, there's stamps, there's all kinds of goodies that you could put with it. And then back to the third signature, which is going to be back to the story and tied in with the printable. So I just thought this was a really fun thing. And like I said, I started with this book, but I will be doing all kinds of little golden book kits. And so I was wondering what everyone's favorite little golden book is. Um, and maybe your favorite little golden book will be one of the next ones I do. Um, but I'll be putting this together. I'll probably have some of the books, the journals that I put together for sale already put together, and all people have to do is add photos and journaling and all the things. Um, and then I'm also going to sell the kits themselves. But like this one, as I've been going through it, my daughter wants to go to Costa Rica. And so I might save this one once I put it together for her to put her Costa Rica stuff in and journal about that trip that she takes. Um, so I think that's really fun. And yeah, and I'm also thinking like some of the books, depending on like really the theme of the book, I might be making some pages that coordinate with like a baby's book so that new moms can put in like all the baby's milestones and that kind of stuff because you know how it is. These younger moms, they're not scrapbooking anymore. You know what I mean? Like, but they still need to jot down and keep memories, of the different milestones the kiddos are at and such. So, um yeah, super fun. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Um Oh, that would be really fun. I love the idea of writing advice for the new mom and such. That would be great for a baby shower, pre-baby shower gift to be done at a baby shower. Or if you knew you were gonna have it, incorporating like journal cards that could go in it um, at the baby shower to be able to add into the book. But um, these little golden books, once they hit the thrift store, you guys, or estate sales or yard sales, if we're not going to use them, they're going to go into the landfill. Um, and so when you're taking a book apart, I feel like as long as you're still using it, it's still being used. It may not be being used in its original form, but if you're still using the book, you're not doing anything wrong. You know what I mean? Like this one's got someone's name written on it and a date. Um, This is somebody wrote in this, love Ashley to Robbie, um, in 85, you know. But now that this hit the thrift store, no one's gonna give this to their kid to read, necessarily. So why not take it? Why not do something fun with it? Give it new life. That's what we do here, right? We, as creators, we give things new life. And so yes, my next step, you guys. So what I'll probably end up doing, um, is I'll probably end up inking all of this, getting my extra pages that I want to add into it, um, all of these goodies and such. I'll probably be adding this kind of stuff into the signatures, inking everything up, getting everything set. I will probably be going through and taking, I definitely will be going through and taking all of these interactive elements and cutting them out, putting them together, assembling them, making sure that they work the way they're intended to work. Because, like I said, I've just barely printed these and got them out of digital form. So I don't know if my sizing is correct or any of that. So I probably will at least get these ready to go into the book. Um, and then I will probably go ahead and do the fussy cuts, kind of get an idea of what I want to do, get ready to come back on here and make clusters with you guys, put some of these elements onto the pages and all of that. So, and narrow down, like, really, I'm not gonna make a kit where you get all of this because you'd have to pay way too much, and nobody wants to pay that much to get paper creative. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have to button down my what my kits are gonna actually be, and that's why I didn't put anything in the bin as far as this is concerned. But I was excited and I wanted to share with you guys what my thoughts are, where I'm going with this, and to get your guys' ideas on what your favorite little golden book is. And share with you guys, I was really excited to share with you guys a new method of how to take a little golden book apart. Little did I know my heat gun was too powerful um, for my power supply. Probably should have thought that one out or talked to my husband about it first. He is, kind of an electrician. Maybe I should have checked with him to make sure that that was what I was supposed to do. So, anyways, you guys, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm going to let you guys go. I need to go feed some baby piglets and get them settled for the next couple of hours. But I thank you guys so much for joining me today, giving me your guys' ideas and thoughts. And I will catch you guys next time. Let's raid into someone. Let's find someone that's on that needs our blessing and um us being on today. Little Miss Crafty, do you know anyone that's on right now doing anything really super fun? Let's see. Hmm. Let me see who I can find. I feel like I just rated her yesterday, but we're going to do it again because she's really fun and you guys will love her. I know it. So let's go into Plus Size Gals. She's fun. She's always got really cool stuff. So let's go see her and give her all the love when we get in there, you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time.